Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where I have arrived at Thorn's Hall. This time I'm not delivering some gold to someone who isn't really expecting it. Instead, I am bringing a scroll over to Dwalin. Hello there. Thank you. Hello, sir.
Greetings.
Greetings, Abbot. You have come from Elrond of Rivendell. Then you will have the aid of the Durance folk. Let me see the scroll.
Will you help me?
That we can forge this key, I have no doubt, but there are some items we will need before we can begin. Master Elrond's instructions say that we need mithril, but there is none to be had in the Blue Mountains. Also, we'll need something to cast the mold from. Now, one of the gifts that Bilbo took back from the Lonely Mountain was a nugget of mithril. I doubt he understood its value, so he probably left it behind when he returned to Rivendell. However, he would have given it to the Matham House in Nickeldelving. Perhaps the keeper of the Matham House can help you with this? As for the casting, Ati Spiderbane sent word that the Arched Guards found a ruined key amongst the bodies of the Black Wolves. John Breckenbrook may still have it. If their leader was from Angmar, as I have heard, it may be that this key is just what we need to cast the mold. Alright, so I need to talk to the keeper, Bombard, Foxtail, and to John Brackenbrook. Now, what's interesting is that they send you to Thorn's Hall, which is Eredluine, which is one of the starter areas to the original starter area before they added Mosport and all that stuff. And then from there they sent you to the other two main areas, the one in the Shire and at Nickeldelving, and then also to Archet with John Brackenbrook. Now, I don't know if I can't remember if they're going to send us to Celadon also, though since that's also in Eredluine, it could be that they're not going to bother with it. I guess it's Celadon. Well, whatever it's called, let's get to the Shire. How about Celandine? Yeah, I think that one sounds a lot better. Now that we have that, well, not quite settled, but in a better state than it was before, let us head on top of the hill at the Matham House and see what the keeper of the Mathams has to say about all this. Hello there, sir.
How do you do?
Hello there. What can I do for you? You're looking for a mithril nugget? I have never heard of anything like that. Oh, you mean that chunk of old silver that old Bilbo brought back from his adventures? I thought it was too light to be real silver. Well, it must have little value then, and I don't see why we should keep it. You're quite welcome to it. Here! Uh, 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 he just hands over a chunk of the most valuable metal in all of Middle-earth. Here! Oh well, I guess it's time to go to John Brackenbrook then. Hello there. I was sent here to inquire about a key.
Greetings.
Greetings, friend. A key? You say that you have come all the way from the Blue Mountains to retrieve this old key that we found amongst the Blackwold belongings. It is true that it was found amongst things that we believe were Cowder Cobb's, which is the only reason why I kept it. It is quite useless. Here, may it assist you in your endeavors. Alright, thank you very much. Now we have the key, and we have the mithril. I guess that means all we have to do is get back to the Blue Mountains. One must wonder about the odds that a key that was found on Cowder Cobb, some brigand working with Angmar, is actually going to fit into the locks at Carn Dûm. Well, that's the downfall, I guess, of Team Evil if they make those locks that simple.
Well met.
Ah, I was right. The hobbits did indeed have Bilbo's nugget. I hope you didn't have to hurt anyone to get it. What? Foxtail didn't even know what it was? Well, it should be no surprise to me. A hobbit would not know truly precious metals if you gave them a hoard. And, really, and I see that you retrieved the key from John Brackenbrook. Oh, we have all that we need. Go now and take these items to Lithley by the forge here. He will get you started with the key. All right, fine. Hobbit wouldn't know anything about bring up. Oh well. Hello here. I brought some mithril and a key.
What do you want?
Oh, you're the one that Dwellin was talking about. And I see you have the mithril and that foul key from Magmar. All right then, give them to me. I'll get started on smelting down that mithril. The problem is that there will be a problem shaping the metal. Perhaps you should speak with Dwellin. Trouble. So you will get to started on that, and Dwellin. You said there was a problem?
Might you lend me an ear?
Yes. Oh, hold on. I think that's the wrong one. Yeah, there we go.
Well met.
Yes, a mithril shaping hammer. Bah! I've seen but one of those in my entire life, and I've not seen one since. Oh, dear. Why, what's the problem?
Will you help me?
To work with mithril, you need a special hammer. So special, in fact, that we only ever had one in Thorin's Hall. Thwar's hammer, the hammer of Thorin's grandfather, which Thrain brought here. Of course, since we never had any mithril to work, we never used it. When most of the Longbeards moved back to the Lonely Mountain, the hammer got left behind, and as an insult to us, I'm sure, the Dour Hands took it and placed it in Skorgrim's tomb as a tribute to him. At least, that's what one of them told us. We tried reclaiming that tomb, but it seems cursed. Vile things started lurking in the shadows there. I would say that we should just let it lie there, but this task of yours is important enough to warrant opening the tomb again. You'll not find any dwarves willing to go in there, though, so you will need to retrieve the hammer yourself. The tomb lies south of here, in the Berghold. Alright, fine. We'll claim Thor's hammer from Skorgrim's tomb. Well, seeing how we've killed Skorgrim, we can't be afraid of anything that's in his tomb, right? Way back in the original days of the game, the tomb was way to the north up in Athelion, but they moved it here when they revamped the opening. Speaking of opening, let's head into the tomb.
Dwellin, Lord of Thorin's Hall, has tasked the heroes of Eriador with recovering Thorin's hammer from the tomb of Skorgrim, where the Dour Hands have enshrined it as a memorial of victory over Durin's folk.
A memorial of victory over Durin's folk? I guess they don't know why I did. Well, I guess it was before I killed Skorgrim's white or whatever that thing was. Well, I suppose it's time to go inside. Ooh, whites. We've got whites. Well, we'll just have to deal with them piece by piece. They give out a little bit of dread. And let's get rid of the disease. Let's get out of this mess. And more whites. As if the first set wasn't enough. Well, we can deal with the whites, right? And there, that's... Oh, can I do this without stepping into this gaseous miasma that's coming out of the floor? Anything up here? Yeah. Now, I also noticed some red dots that are upstairs. I can't remember whether I'm supposed to go after the red dots upstairs first or try to negotiate that trap first. Let's try the stairs. Well, actually, the dots are... over here. Alright. Well, let's clean out the dungeon first. Make the dungeon happy. There we go. Not too sure I like this rather rickety structure here. Well, I guess that's enough for there. That doesn't look like a safe place to go. So what's up this way? More whites apparently. Yep. So deal with them on one side, then on the other. This place looks like it's designed to be dangerous to hobbits. Alright, well, nothing along that end, so we will scoot down from there. There seem to be these mobs all over the place, but not designed to be easily reached. Oh, hold on. What about each side of this? Nope. Okay. Way up there. Alright. Nothing there. Maybe we do the trap next? Okay, let's go to the trap. One. Two. Three. One. Two. Three. Oops, daisy. Looks like we got something nasty here. Where'd my cat go? Oh my goodness, my cat got lost. Ah. Well, that's not good. Actually, it's pretty bad. Ah. Let's go to some place that's not filled with disease. Well, alright, let's bring out the cat. Alright, now that we are fine on that front, fired meal. I greet thee, thou hast come far, and I art able to defeat me. If thou art me, thou must fight me within these bounds no further. Let us begin! Now could you translate that into a modern language? Huh. Well, that wasn't as tough as I thought. Well then, we've got our hammer. Let's get out of here. I hope that I brought the right hammer. I guess we have to find out from Dwalin.
Well met.
Ah, Thor's hammer! I never thought to see it again. Your efforts will not be forgotten, Pine Lore. Now quickly, take this hammer to Littley, and he will get to work on your key. Okie dokie. Yes, let's bring a little bit of this, a little bit of this. We need the mold, we need the mithril, we need the hammer. I'm surprised they didn't ask me to bring the fire.
Well met.
Ah, you found the hammer. Excellent. Chance to work with mithril silver. I never thought I'd see the day. Come now, let's get to work. Yeah, I'm sure you're going to let me do quite a bit here. Let's see, what do we got here? A mace, a einer, a shield, a shield. Well, battle gauntlets, but absolutely nothing useful to a lore master. Fortunately, your timing was perfect. How? What a coincidence. While you were gone, I used the cast to make the mold. I must admit, I was been so excited in years. Here we go. Ah, there! It's done! Ah, mithril is quite a wonder. I've never worked with anything quite like it.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
A key to Karn Doom. Who would dream that anyone would wish to enter that accursed city? Well, there is little else that I can do for you. You should return to your task. Good fortune to you, Pine Lore. Right. So now I just have to return the Karn Doom gates to Lorneal. Yeah, return the key to Lorneal. I'm sure that'll be a wonderful thing to do. Going back to Angmar, to Karn Doom. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Will this be the key to our victory? Guess we'll soon find out. Once my father is found and freed, the Iron Crown shall be toppled.
What do you need?
So you've returned with the key. Let us hope, my friend, that the key from which this was cast was not a false guide. Well, you want to hear the odds on this? Probably not. We'll be better off not knowing, probably.
Would you do something for me?
Your efforts have renewed my hope, Pine Lore. The time has come to move against the false king. Fortunately, I have just received word from Rochnall that my father has been moved outside of Karn Doom to Runendin. Yeah, with the key that you have forged, no door will be barred from us. We will never have a better chance to free my father. Are you with me? If so, speak with me again and when you are ready to leave. Alright, let's see. And the reward is going to be the Gates of Karn Doom key. And this is back in the days when several instances had keys in order to go by certain paths that needed to be earned. Let's see, and then we'll be able to choose one of those. Are you ready to leave? Who knows how long we have before Father is moved once more? Will we be able to rescue her father? That we're going to have to find out in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.